Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Kin-Tae Johannes with It's Necessary. Please hit that subscribe button for me. It's greatly appreciated. So it's Wednesday, hump day, you guys, and I had to go and take care of some business. And on my way out of the office building, I had ran into this young lady, and she was holding her little baby, and she gave me a compliment on my hair. So I'm like, oh, thanks. Here I do hair. I gave her a card one night, and I just felt something about her. And when I, gave her the card and just told her to have, an amazing day on purpose, I walked to my car, and the Lord began to minister to me in the car. So as I was leaving, she was standing out, and I just called her over to my car. And I said, come here, and she came and to my window, and I was like, how are you? And she was like, I'm fine. I said, do you know your worth? And I just went straight at her because she reminded me of myself, how, I was be hard and all that stuff. But I said, do you know your worth? And she was like, yes, ma'am. And I said, sweetheart, no, you don't. And she just broke down, and she was like, I know, that you were God sent, because she's going through some things in her life. And she began to give me a little bit of her testimony. And I had just, was just obedient with what I, said to her. And it just made her, it pretty much just made her feel comfortable. And she told me, she's like, she know that God still hears her. And she said, I've lost everything except for my faith. And I said, sweetheart, and she said, I'm working hard to get everything back. And I said, sweetheart, you can do that. I said, and then I gave her a little bit of my testimony, and she was looking at me like, are you serious? Like, you've been through these things? And I said, yes, I have, and I told her, I said, she was telling me what she wants to do in life, and, how she's doing hair on the sides and things like that. But you never know. These young people, they might look a little rough around the edges, but when God, ministers to you, from a place of familiarity, you guys know what I'm trying to say. It was just, she was very familiar. Her spirit was very familiar to how I came up. And, she, like I said, she was a little rough around the edges. I was rough around the edges, and, but she had a beautiful spirit about herself. And, sometimes we'll judge those that may not look like us, but this young lady, her eyes watered up, and, she was just telling me, thank you. She was like, it's just a blessing and a miracle. She said that you're talking to me. And I'm like, why wouldn't I talk to you? She was like, because she's been, taken advantage of, by so many people, and her family has hurt her so much. And it's like, she feels that she's, pretty much worthless, and there's no use to anybody, speaking with her, so on and so forth. And I was like, honey, I said, you are special. I said, you need to know your worth. I said, but she did know her purpose, which was awesome, and she told me what she's going to do. And I was like, all right. I said, and she was like, I want to stay in contact with you. And I told her, I gave her my number, and I was like, yes, sweetheart, just stay in contact with me. 24 years old. And I told her, I was like, baby, you are very special. Sometimes you don't feel like it, like she was saying. And she said she's just learning how to love herself. And I was like, you're better than me. I said, because you took the time out to reevaluate your life, and you're trying to get yourself back, together at a young age. I said, it took me until I was, I was a lot older than her, before I started actually working on my life and seeing things and people for who they are, and just learning how to value myself. But I just prayed for her, and I told her that, things are going to get better, and she can call me anytime. And I'm not saying do that for everybody, but when, God tells you to move. I don't know if this girl was about to go and do something crazy, but I told her, just, stay positive, and know that, each day is there's gonna be obstacles every day, but you just have to push past them. you know, never give up on life, never give up on your hopes and your dreams. Yes, things come and they shake you a little bit. I said, but you've always been a fighter. I can tell, you know. And I said, you fight a lot, right? She was like, yeah, I'm trying to get that spirit off me. I said, trust me. I said, I was the same way. That's why, you know, my spirit was connecting with yours. And I told her, I said, God is able to do it, you know. And anyway, so that's my video for today. You know, she said she, you know, no, I guess I'm not finished, but she lived in different states and things like that and moved all over the place. So her testimony is pretty much like mine, but it was a blessing just hearing her testimony and being able to encourage her. And she walked away with a smile on her face. And, you know, yeah, I love talking to young people that's gone through some of the similar things that I have. But it's another random video from Kin-Tae. You guys continue to keep me in your prayers, and you guys be safe out there. There's a lot of people driving crazy and doing some crazy things. So you guys be safe, stay blessed, and have an amazing Wednesday on purpose. All right, God bless you and keep you. It's Kin-Tae, and I'm out.